So you're thinking about moving to Atlanta, specifically Johns Creek, and your budget is in the 600s and you're wondering what your money will buy. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video, as well as I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown on one of our favorite spots and all this that's going on behind me. But first, we're going to get after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad of living in Atlanta, Georgia, well then subscribe below and ring the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market here and when we release new content like this, so you're always in the know. My name's Denny. The team and I get calls each and every day from people just like you looking to make the move to Atlanta. We absolutely love it. So whether you're moving next week, next year, or anytime in between, call, text, email, schedule a Zoom, whatever is comfortable for you, and we'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Atlanta. As I mentioned in this video, we're going to take you around and show you some properties in the 600s so you can get an idea of what your money will buy in that price range in Johns Creek. But first, I'm out here at Newtown Park, and this is one of my favorite parks. This is one of my family's favorite parks, and it's one of my favorite spots. As you can see, there's a small pond here. You've got a walking trail, a bunch of gazebos. Some kids are having a birthday party over there. It's the beginning of summer. But in this park, you have an amazing dog park that we absolutely love too. But you have basketball, tennis, football, lacrosse, baseball, soccer, an amphitheater. In the park they do family festival, a fall festival, a food festival, an international festival. They do a ton of stuff in Johns Creek in Newtown Park. It's an amazing park and a great outdoor activity. Johns Creek is known for tennis and golf and outdoor activities, great schools, shopping and dining, and international cultural diversity. And so it's a really great place to live, but obviously you got to find a home first. So let's take a look at a couple of properties. All right, so here on our stop in Johns Creek, we've got this home was built in 1996, and it's in the low 600s, so 607,000, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, right at 2,800 square feet. It's in this quiet little cul-de-sac right here. Actually, this is the house right behind me. You can see all those trees on the other side. It backs up to this large green space that's undeveloped, so lots of privacy, good for outdoor entertaining. Like I said, peaceful, nice little cul-de-sac. I will say that the kitchens and bathrooms have all been upgraded. They look great, although the kitchen's a bit dated in terms of the colors. The countertops and the appliances are wonderful, and you can fix that with a little bit of paint. There's a few other rooms that I think need some attention from a paint perspective. Obviously, it's move-in ready. If you love the color, you keep it the way it is, but paint's always an easy fix. I talk about that all the time. Don't let paint discourage you from buying a house, because that's something that's easily rectified. Whereas the investment in the kitchens and bathrooms that they've made are, you know, those aren't as cheap or easy. It's harder to live through a renovation and do all that kind of stuff. So beautiful master bath and other baths that have been updated. Lots of space here in Johns Creek. Top rated school is a swim tennis neighborhood, so you're going to have that, you know, tennis courts, basketball courts, swimming pool, playground, that. And the location's perfect. You're actually really close to both Johns Creek and Alpharetta. This is Johns Creek address. So great schools and a thriving community, and a great way to kick off the 600s. On to the next one. All right, here on this stop, I'm going to show you a beautiful Johns Creek home listed at $640,000, and we're in a very nice neighborhood. I love these older, mature neighborhoods where the trees are grown, there's tons of shade, and it just looks really, really peaceful. I can hear the birds chirping, well manicured lawns, all of that, swim, tennis, great schools. So it's a great community. The property is right here behind me, and it was built in 1985. It's got 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and it's just under 2,900 square feet. There's a lot to love about it, but there are a couple of opportunities for improvement. I'd say, you know, the kitchen and the other secondary bathrooms could use a bit of sprucing up, whereas the master bathroom has been completely remodeled. It's got a spa-like feels on current design trends in terms of the colors, but the rest of the bathrooms, the rest of the kitchen, the rest of the house, the flooring is great. It's got a great foundation, but paint could use a little fixing up or a little attention. But the exterior curb appeal is amazing. The back is to die for. Tons of outdoor entertaining opportunities, just well manicured lawn, lots of space. And so at $640,000 in this market, I think it's a really great option. There is room for improvement. The neighborhood does have more expensive homes, so you could do those value adds if you wanted to, but it's perfectly livable now, and it's an amazing home in a great area, good schools, and all the things you would want. It's probably 15 minutes from Halcyon, 15 minutes from downtown Alpharetta and Avalon, and so great location. On to the next one. All right, so this Johns Creek home is listed at $650,000. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and right at 2,700 square feet, which in this neighborhood is a little aspirational. 650. This neighborhood is a high 5s, you know, maybe 6 at best. There's 1 or 2 that have broke that 6 barrier, but they were immaculately renovated from head to toe, inside and out. This one right behind me is the subject property. That's not the case. They redid the kitchen. It was, I'd say, a kind of a mid-grade okay renovation, nothing to write home about. And they kind of spruced up some of the bathrooms, but they didn't go in and do all new flooring, all new paint, all new kitchens, all new bathrooms, and just current design and everything that would make it get into that 650 range. So for me, I think it's a little bit overpriced. I think this one's going to sit for a while. The listing said it's going to move quickly, but it's already been on the market for 3 weeks. And in this market, if it's been on the market for over 1 week, then it's a pricing problem. And so I think here it was just a case of maybe not enough to get where they wanted to be. But ultimately, the market will, you know, be what the market is. And if somebody buys it, then lucky for the investor. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's probably going to sell closer to 600. But that does give you kind of an idea of how the market is in today. You can't just name your price. It is at a point where buyers are being a little bit pickier. Homes are sitting a little bit longer. There's not as many offers. That doesn't by any means mean that it's a buyer's market. It's not. Low inventory is still the case. It's still very much a seller's market, but it can't be unreasonable. Buyers aren't having to go so far over and above the current market to get deals done. And so it always helps if you work with someone who's got their finger on the pulse, a team that's doing a bunch of transactions and can kind of help you navigate the current market. But that's an idea of what you get in the 600s. Let's go check out a few more. All right, with this Johns Creek home, we are reaching the top of the 600s. It's listed at $690,000. Before I show it to you, I always hate trash day. You know what I mean? Because all the trash cans are all down the street, like they are like that all the time, which they're not. One day out of the week, everybody puts their trash out, then they all put it back up. Pro tip, if you ever wonder which trash service to use, just look at all the trash cans down the side of the road. You'll usually find 2 or 3 vendors. All of your neighbors have done the research for you. Those are the ones you should call and talk to. This is a really nice home behind us. That's not the one that's for sale. It looks like they're putting in a pool and it's been recently renovated, which is nice. Neighborhood looks great. This is towards the top of the 600s. Like I said, 690,000. This is the subject property right here behind me. It's 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 2,500 square feet. It's listed at $680,000. $690,000 here in Johns Creek. But I'd say everything about it is great. The lawn looks amazing. The front and the back very well manicured. Landscaping is on point. The home, if you want to be on trend, you could maybe paint the exterior. Same thing on the interior. All the functionality, all the features, everything that you would expect in a home like this, with the exception of, you know, design trends change. The flooring's amazing, but the wall colors in a couple of places, you could spruce those up. The cabinets could be painted, and really there's rarely a home that stands the test of time. Anytime you go through a 10, 15, 20 year cycle, you're gonna have multiple trends changing as it relates to colors. And even now, like this all white thing, that's a bit going away. It's actually going a little bit back towards some gray shades and some brown shades more so. And even in the high-end luxury, you're getting into, you know, navies and dark grays and blacks for accent pieces, and even colored appliances. Believe it or not, white appliances are in, as well as other colors. So that's $690,000 here in Johns Creek. On to the next one. All right, well, hopefully you enjoyed that tour of the 600s, and now you have an idea of what your money will buy in that price range. Lots of great options despite low inventory. Johns Creek has been one of the hottest markets in the country, so it surprises me how much is still out there. We'd be happy to help you find something. So, you know, if you've got any follow-up questions, you can always leave those in the comments. If it's something that you don't want to share publicly, we always encourage you to reach out and give us a call, whether you're moving next week or next year, anytime in between. Text us, email us, schedule a Zoom, whatever, you know, makes sense for you. We'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Johns Creek. And until I see you in person, we'll see you on the next episode.